The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium, home of the Ravens in Baltimore, Maryland. As we'll see a team from the American, the Navy Midshipmen. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Army's offense takes the field to start this game off. The Army-Navy game is always full of twists. Last year, just a week after the Black Knights of the Hudson had won the American Conference Championship, a resurgent Navy squad with emphasis took the victory in America's game.
Yeah, Navy put up points early and often and made Army throw the football. And Jesse, we know how that goes. This is not a throw team like that. Neither one of these teams want to throw the ball consistently. Army with 3 picks a year ago because they got put in that situation. I bet they're going to be focusing on that today.
Yeah, there are some games where Army throws the ball just 3 times a game. 3 interceptions. That was the difference. You know what you're going to see in this one. It's triple option Navy, triple option Army. And which defense does a better job playing a side?
Breaks into the open. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They're in overdrive already into the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play-action fake. Zings it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
Now the toss.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. They go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out. It's Hodges. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Navy Midshipmen offense comes out, and they'll try to put together their first drive of the game. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long run. He has incredible vision. He can cut, and it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Yeah, and he sets the tone, man. More guys are going to be committed to stopping him in the run game. It sets the tone for the offense. It opens up everything else. It starts and ends with him.
To the ground with the back. Nifty run there. Pick up of 6 out to the 25. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, you got to love what you're seeing from this offense here on this drive so far, because 5 straight runs. They ran on 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th down, and they just did it again. So right now, they're trying to be the more physical side.
The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. On the option. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy.
Oh, he's got some space. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Runs through the tackle.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for us.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Offense changing the play. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Absolutely perfect. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Looking for space. It's Reed. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Guys, let's give a little context to where Army is. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
The Black Knights line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the returner is stopped. And here comes the Navy offense. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on second down. A designed run for the quarterback. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Blake really righted the ship for this midshipman offense a season ago, but what separated Navy, David, was that they were able to throw the ball more effectively. Makes it that much more difficult to defend this offense.
It's so frustrating. It's so annoying because they do the elements of the triple option, but when you do bring in the passing game, and Blake was able to do that, man, like, you become even harder to defend. How about another year in the system, continue to evolve? If they can continue to grow in the passing game, they're going to be at a pain in a lot of people's backsides.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Horvat. Good timing on the quick out. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles, and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Some misdirection with the counter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy now facing 3rd and short. Quarterback will keep it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. To the air, it's Coleman. Finds a man in the middle. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Bring in the heat. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's short. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So now on fourth down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for a man, it's Horvat. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Got some room to run. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Black Knights will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Navy will go back on the attack. They start this third quarter after only being able to muster a field goal in the first half.
Yeah, and this offensive coordinator, he has been searching that entire first half to find something that might work. He can't be more anemic than they were in that first half, David. They're going to have to find the answers to the test here quickly.
And you had a whole half to do it, to talk about, to discuss. What are you seeing? How do we make some adjustments? This offense has got to find some answers, and they got to find them quick.
The option look. He'll toss it. There he goes. Made a defender miss. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounted for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
Buying some time. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield, it's Horvat. With the catch, it's Kent. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of his QBs, got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Running the option, it's Coleman. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Black Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Here's the handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Goes to the option. He can't corral the pass. The ball's on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Navy will have to punt it away. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here. Only called on 1 time in that loss last week.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One final play before the end of the quarter. Look out, he's got room! And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. Looking to throw, it's Horvath. Finds the tight end. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for... Clicking on all cylinders right now. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with the GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on third and goal? They're trying to slam it in. Touchdown, midshipman! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And how about this offensive line? Third and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
A strike downfield. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Here's a throw downfield late.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. He'll keep it himself. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover in the backfield.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to throw, it's Coleman. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to take off. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a tough one to swallow, man. You've got yourself in a position where you can go tie this football game. You're in a good spot. You're trying to move the ball down the field. Guys trying to make a play. Fumbles the football. Now you've got to beg for the defense to